Welcome to another episode of Dix Trips. What is big and red, wrapped in 100 tons of stainless steel, and is held together with 140,000 specially made steel bolts? The answer, of course, is the Petersen Automotive Museum in Los Angeles. Let's go inside and meet Leslie Kendall, the curator of the museum. He's got something very special to show us.
The mission of the Petersen Automotive Museum is to explore and present the history of the automobile and its impact on American life and culture using Los Angeles as our prime example. The Petersen Automotive Museum treats cars in three different ways. We look at the history, we look at the industry, and we look at the artistry. And nothing embodies the artistry of the automobile more than the products of Ettore Bugatti.
Ettore Bugatti was born in Milan in 1881, and between the two world wars produced an astonishing line of cars from a factory in the Alsace region. Thus, an Italian-born engineer built his cars in a German city that became part of France at the end of World War I.
One of the visual cues that's common to most Bugattis is a horseshoe-shaped radiator. That came to be because Bugatti liked horses. His entire family liked horses. His sister and brother both sculpted them. He appreciated the beauty and the muscularity of the horse and the elegance of a horse in motion. And why not adapt something that was so specifically equine to his vehicles? The kind of caramel-colored car behind me, a Type 46, that was Bugatti's largest customer car except for the Royale. Bugatti conceived that car during a time when customers wanted more. His clientele were very, very wealthy people, and they wanted cars with greater power and greater luxury.
Bugatti also became famous for his racing cars. This one, the Type 35C, is similar to a model that won the first ever Monaco Grand Prix.
Bugatti had hundreds of victories, and it almost didn't matter who drove them because they were marvelous performance cars. They handled beautifully. Bugatti had success not only in Monaco but also at Le Mans, and indeed the Veyron was named after the driver of one of those victories at Le Mans.
And then there is Bugatti's masterpiece, the Atlantique.
The Atlantique is an extremely sexy car. It's low, it's long, it's lithe. But the thing that captures the attention of most people is the ribbed spine that goes down the center of the car and also the center of each of the four fenders. And that is actually based on a car called the Aerolith, which was built out of magnesium alloy. And the reason they had that spine and the reason they riveted the pieces of metal together is because magnesium burns, so you couldn't weld it. Now, when they went to the Atlantique, the production version of which only 4 were made, they were all aluminum, but still they retained the riveted spine for aesthetic purposes.
Only 4 were ever built, but they say of the 4 that were built, at least 10 survive. Yes, the car is now so iconic, you can buy an exact copy, if you have $250,000 to spare.
It's come to be regarded as one of the greatest expressions of machine art ever on 4 wheels.
Bugatti's factory was taken over by German forces in World War II, and he died while working on a new model in 1947. The original Bugatti company ceased operations in 1952. At the end of the last century, Volkswagen obtained the Bugatti name, and their latest model is this car, the Chiron, also named after a pre-war Bugatti driver. The Chiron will go faster than a Formula One car, but for me nothing will ever replace the beauty and class of Bugatti's masterpiece, the Atlantique. The Petersen Automotive Museum is at the junction of Fairfax and Wilshire in the Miracle Mile district of Los Angeles. Opening hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on another Dix Trip soon.